Now I was taking one last shot at making my living from it. I looked over at Milo, who was still gulping down coffee. I've been doing this for 2 years, and I need to be able to make a decent living. I'm not going to be sweating it out for the rest of my life to barely break even. If I can't get it off the ground like I want to in Ithaca, I'm done. Se acabó. Milo clicked his tongue like it was taking every ounce of patience he had not to hit me upside the head. Oh my God, you gotta stop. You've agonized over this move for a year. You'll be doing business like gangbusters up there. You're gonna kill it. You know white people love ethnic food wrapped in a tortilla? He held up his hands with his index fingers hooked together, ready to start pulling out the receipts to shut down my bullshit. First of all, the concept is awesome, and your food is delicious. Second, there isn't any Caribbean food anywhere up there. Now stop whining before I lose my temper with you. I've had like 3 sips of this coffee, and you know better than to aggravate me when I'm not properly caffeinated. I could only laugh. You're an idiot. This is why I knew Milo and the guys coming along for the drive up was a good idea. Because despite the fact that he was salty as fuck sometimes, the guy could give a hell of a pep talk. I walked to my Prius, which Milo would be driving up to Ithaca, met him by the driver's side door, and handed him the keys. Here, don't drive like a fucking maniac. I texted you the address where we'll stop for lunch. There's a truck stop so we can park. Patrice and Wampa already left in Jay's truck. They'll meet us there. Again, do not drive while reading something on your phone or text the guys while the car is moving. You're being mad extra today. Milo blew me off. Stress is not a good look on you, Pa. He scrunched his face, pressing the point as he got in the car. See you in a couple of hours. I stepped back and watched him set up the Google Maps on his phone and drive off with a little wave. I went back to stand by the truck and looked around one last time. It was a beautiful Sunday morning in New York City. The sun was shining, and it was going to be a perfect spring day. People in this corner of Manhattan, right up against the Hudson River, were already buzzing past me, heading to jobs and lives, going after their little piece of the American dream. I choked up because this felt final. Like it would never be my New York City again. This place was not just where I lived. It was part of my DNA, and I was convinced I would never feel at home anywhere else. After 27 years of calling this place mine, I was leaving. I took one last look at my surroundings and inhaled the smell of fresh coffee and hot oil from the empanada cart down the street. I stood right off Broadway on 155th Street. Boricua College on my right, Trinity Church Cemetery on my left, and the Hudson straight ahead. This had been my neighborhood for almost 8 years, and I was going to miss it. I was going to miss all of it. I sighed as I made my way back to the truck and climbed in. I got the map up on my phone, pushed down my sunglasses, and started the truck. I was ready. I was going after my dream, to pursue my passion. As I headed out of the city, I looked out and said a silent, "See you soon." If it didn't work out in Ithaca, I'd be back soon enough. I was a son of New York City, and she would always have me back with open arms. The day ended up being perfect for a long drive. Just a bit before 2 p.m., I took the exit for Ithaca and began to feel the nervous anticipation of what was to come. I was adventurous when it came to travel or trying new things, but not with my livelihood. Immigrants didn't fuck around with a steady stream of income. If you were making a decent living, you worked your ass off to keep it on lockdown. Pursuing your passion, risking everything on a dream, that was for people with trust funds, not a Dominican kid from the Bronx. While I coasted down the rural 2-lane road that led to my destination, I thought about what this move meant. It had been terrifying to leave a good and secure job to try my luck in something so unpredictable, and where the chances for utter failure were sky high. Sure, I was confident in my skills and my food, but I knew there would be a long way down if I failed. This was not just a side hustle anymore. I was going all in with my business. It felt big, like it could change everything. Before I got to my mom's, I decided to stop at the gas station where I was going to park the truck for lunch services and check out the location. I was low on gas, too, so I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Navigating one of the many hills of Ithaca entering downtown, it was like I was seeing it for the first time. I drove by houses painted in bright colors and narrow streets full of trees laden with flowers. It was so green and quaint here. I wasn't sure how I'd fit in, being so used to the fast pace of the city. I turned the steering wheel.